YouTube, what's going on, guys? Season 2 just dropped. We have a lot to go over today. I'm going to do everything except for go through TA and talk about every single card. That's for a separate video that will come out tomorrow. Today, we're going to start in the shop. We're going to go through all the programs, all the updates, and talk about everything and anything Season 2 to cover things that you might have missed if you didn't watch the stream or you just want to hear a condensed, concise version of it. I got you. So first off, we get 2 free millionaire packs, which I will be holding on to and opening at a later date. So that's cool to start off. As you guys already know, I'll move out the way. Season 2 awards has started, and of course, there's going to be a pack. Why not? 30K for it. Clark Schmidt, who is looking like a must to get early on. These are pretty good numbers with max clutch. Definitely somebody I want on my team, especially early on. I know, I just want to preface this by saying something. I'm going to come back for this. We're going to see attributes that don't look as sexy as we're used to because of Season 1's end. But we have to remember they're 89. 89 is the floor right now for TA cards. That's what we're working with. So anything around these numbers is pretty much what you're going to see. We have to get readjusted into the ecosystem here of 89s to 91s. And then we'll figure out what's going on. So bear with, just don't spam L when you see it. It's all about relativity. That being said, let's get into it. Definitely somebody I'm absolutely going to pick up. He has the meta pitch mix. Good card. I gotta get him. Matt Strom, relief pitcher. Incredible numbers in pitch mix. I really like that. Very good control and break. I mean, not a hot start for the free-to-play guys because it's tough, but Miguel Andujar, Yankees legend. Very good splits, very good build for an 87, to be honest. They did all the right things with this card. 87 Anthony Volpe. You know, he's nerfed because he's an 87, but I like the framework for this card. I think as you see higher overall cards come out, you'll like this guy a little bit more. I wish he got a better overall card because he's probably going to get close to Diamond on his live series. I would have liked to have seen him been one of the 90s, man. It would have been cool. Or at least one of the cards in the monthly awards program. Ben Brown, starter. Ew, no. What is that? Burn it with a... No. Anyway, that's it for that. If you get this card, guys, cry tears if you get Ben Brown. Fresh start pack, 91 Teo. Santana is nerfed? What do you mean Santana is nerfed? Hold on. We're pausing the video. Hold on. This is important. Santana's boost has been nerfed. No longer gives out plus 12 contacts. It's 10 and 8 with 10 walks per 9. No clutch boost. It was nerfed. Oh my goodness. Let's go, bro. It had to be done. I said this... Sorry, YouTube. I said this weeks ago. The only thing you could do to nerf this Santana is nerf the attributes. It's the only thing you could do. Does it suck that they had to nerf a boost that they gave and everyone's paid for, whatever? Yes. It should never have existed in the first place. If you ask for this, you're bugging. I was saying this since last year. We should never ask for that. It's too busted. Moving on. We gotta finish the video. Teo, not a bad card for a 91. The vision's a little bit scary, but he plays a pretty good left field, I guess. You know, not too bad. If you like Teo swing, go for it. 91 Blake Snell. I'd rather have, honestly, I'd rather have hemorrhoids than have this card on my team. 90 overall, Alex Verdugo. Doesn't really do it for me. Doesn't really move the needle. I feel like every Alex Verdugo card looks like this. It's a little boring. Jordan Montgomery, not bad, but the velo is terrible. Oh my God, nope. Dude, the velo and the break and the control. Wait a minute. 94 walks per 9, but he's got controls that are 85, 69, 77, 69, 59, and the breaks are even worse. This card would throw a pitch that doesn't move at all. I changed my mind. Burn it with fire. Abraham Toro, switch hitter. Definitely someone to scoop up. And yeah, he's going to be there to fill spots. I'm still going to use the Santana boost probably to start the year, but we'll see. I like the nerf though. James Paxton, definitely a card to keep your eye on. He's going to have some control problems, and break problems as well. Only one of his pitches moves well. That's weird. What are these cards? These cards are so weird, man. 87 Kevin Pillar. This has got to be one of the weirdest builds I think I've ever seen on a card. You know, these cards are all pretty ugly. I'm going to be honest with you. Drops active all weekend. I love it. There's 2 chase pack cards, guys. You know, on paper, it's Trey Turner. He's going to play above those numbers. Only 2 quirks, though. But he does fit Corbin Carroll boost, and he does fit Rafael Devers boost. That's an important one. Devers gives a power boost. Something to consider if you get this Trey Turner is running that team. Devers will give a nice power boost. That will turn Trey Turner into one of the best cards in the game. I'm just saying. His boost is under 75 fielding, and Trey Turner has that. So, and Stanton. Yeah, he does fit Stanton as well. Joan Duran, he has Outlier 1 and 2. Very good chase pack card for sure. That's that. 91, Eddie Murray as a headliner. He is a very solid card for a headliner early on. Again, I'm going to be sick to my stomach and blue in the face talking about switch hitter team, but he gets a nice boost for that as well early on in the season, which will help you out. There's that, and I think that's pretty much it for the store. Moving on, we're going to have to kind of go through this nice and in detail here. If you got your head start done, you do get a first wild card slot unlocked automatically. And we won't go through the XP reward path, guys, too much. But one thing I will tell you is that the way that the XP bosses work and the cards that are in here work this season is like this. So you see that the first pack you get, first bosses, are Chipper, Griffey, and Roy Halladay 91s. We'll show the cards real quick so you guys can see it. Pause it if you want to see the cards overall. As you go on, you get Lee Smith 93, which is cool. You keep going, keep going. You get a 95 version of these three same players. Servers are a little slow. Bear with me here. And it follows that trend, a chase pack in there, as it goes on, and you unlock all 4 of your wildcard spots as the program gets deeper and deeper. You get a 97 Yasmani, who's very solid and a fan favorite. Keep going, more wildcards. Then you get the final 99, 99, 99 versions of all 3 of these guys' Hall of Fame cards. We'll show the cards' attributes real quick. And I want to cover something real quick and talk about it and address how this is going to work. At first glance, it might seem like this is... Why are you getting the same players 3 different times, 3 different overalls? I at first didn't like the idea, but I realized a problem people had, the 2 biggest problems people had with XP Reward Path in Season 1 were that it took too long to get it done as a whole. And 2, if the card you wanted to get, your favorite player or a card you wanted to try, was at the end of the XP Reward Path, like a Kyle Seager as an example, you never got to use that version of the card. And even if you got it at the end, you never got to take full advantage of it. With this kind of structure, if you follow at least somewhat... up to date, you get to use the player, right, that is in here, the player Chipper, Griffey, or Roy Halladay at its appropriate time to the power scale level. And it's like evolution combined with XP reward path. So I kind of like that. And I'll tell you why. For reasons I just said, it's like evolution, but also you don't have to wait to the end of an XP reward path to get Kyle Seager, to get the first card of that legend. If you do it this way, it gives SDS more leeway to put these legends, these other cards, into other places for us to use, and we don't have to lock it behind deep into a program. You see what I'm saying? So something I'm just thinking about. Something to think about as well. It keeps going, you get all the bosses, and then a wheel spin. At every 30k XP, you get a wheel spin, which is cool. Every single new season reset, there's an issue where you can't build your team until you generate best season lineup. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Holy lag. It's going to be bad. It's content drop. So we'll go to God Squad. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You got to go over here to this thing. Generate best season 2 squad. I'm not sure if this will fix it, but this usually fixes any problems that are in the game. As an example, let me go over to wildcard. It is very laggy. Is it not switch? Whatever. There you go. That's how it works. Santana is now my wildcard. And I will build the team accordingly. That's a little tutorial. New diamonds are Suarez, Strom, Sale, Will Smith, Ozuna. Nice. And yes, good point. Gameplay updates. If you missed the live stream, they did announce that there will be a gameplay update next week to address the foul ball issues and the frequency and the high amount of foul balls in games. That's a W. Shout out to them for that. Moving on to other programs to stay on track here. Team Affinity. We'll go over the changes they made to Team Affinity, if I can remember them all off the top of my head, and but the cards themselves will be shown at a different date. So on to NL East. I always go there because, a little bias as the Mets fan here. We're not going to go through all the rewards for the most part, but vouchers, moments. We're back to 5 moments. No extreme moments. I presume it's because we're using 89s. Missions here. There are the normal missions here, repeatable. Cool. Multiplayer missions as usual. Single player missions. Unfortunately, they're still divided up by the type, but you do get more rewards. I think it's actually, you need less. You don't have to get as many things, right, to get the missions done, but unfortunately, it still is divided up by the type of mode. Player exchanges, exchanges are back, and you can exchange players from previous seasons, which is nice, because I have a lot of them saved up. Showdown is, Extreme Showdown was made a little bit easier, they said, 20k for it. Conquests are back. The one and done chunked conquests. For 20k, they're back. And another thing, too, for multiplayer, there are now ranked co-op missions. You can get TA progress done via ranked co-op, which is a huge change. W, shout out to them for that. Trying to keep things brief so you guys aren't, getting too much fluff here. We'll move on to the next thing. I believe I covered all of that. We'll start off with... I never finished the Lou Gehrig Day program. How much XP do you get for that now? They said they nerfed it if you waited till season 2 because it was too much. 1,000 and 1,000. A little depressing from 20k to 1,000, but I'll take whatever I can get at this point. I thought they would make it at least like 5, but it is what it is. Season 2 awards drop. You guys already saw the corresponding packs in the store, and I have to break it to you. Unfortunately, the highest overall you get in this is not a 90, which sucks. It's an 89, but 86 overall Daniel Schneemann, which sounds like a fake name. Not a terrible card, honestly, for what it's worth. 86 overall Ryan Bliss. He's a speed demon. That's pretty much it. 86 overall Davis Schneider. A lot of schn in here. Plays everywhere. At 46 vision. Oh my God, he's hitting with one eye open. 89 overall Nick Castellanos. A favorite of everybody in the community for the most part. Very solid card for an 89. I wish he was a 90. Could have made him even better, but still very solid. And he plays first and third base, thank God. Pretty good build, man. Pretty good build. Not too terrible. Moments. There are 4 moments here. Missions as well. Normal, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Pack collections. You can collect these guys to get it done faster. I want to see what their collection says here. Right now, it just says this, but they'll add to it as it goes on. Casty does look better than that. Spoilers. There is a Big Mac Incognito Mark McGuire as a ranked reward from the A's. And yeah, not my favorite. Getting out of programs now. I think we can move our way on over to ranked seasons if the world allows it. Ranked seasons, I think there was a couple changes that were made. Well, at 600 you get ballin', 700 headliner. Where is it? 800 now. Instead of a headliner, you get a chase pack, which is pretty cool. That's better than the 1,000 reward, which is hilarious. World Series rewards, Mariano Rivera is number 1, and to me, the supreme of the 2. Not primary cutter, because they said this is when he was still toying around with it, but still a very good pitch mix and definitely the choice here, I think. While there is a Big Mac, Peep, you know, if you want him, go for him, but to me, not really that interesting. He does have good quirks, but not for me. I already have Babe and Palmeiro. I'm good on that, to be honest. And unfortunately, it's still the same past 900. They don't really seem to have any interest in wanting players to play past 900. So, BR, we're sitting on a 9-0. Hopefully, we can clutch up. They didn't make changes now. They reverted it back to there are silver rounds now and golds and all that stuff. Not all those diamonds. So, my team's kind of busted for what it's worth at this point. But we're going to the BR program. Well, we can go over the cards, I suppose, if you want to. So, Chris Sale, rookie Lou Trevino. That card's going to bang. Rookie, that's all pitchers. Shane McClanahan, rookie Zach Wheeler. Golds, Tim Anderson. This is Pat Wisdom. He's going to be good, too. Seth Brown and Justin Morneau. Diamonds, Brandon Lau, Jeff McNeil. I didn't even see what this card looks like. This is the reason why I'm not clicking on the cards, though. He's going to hit a noodle. Swing a noodle. Bregman and Harrison Bader on the Yankees. Yeah, I'm not going to go through every card, but that's interesting. And, yep, all these. Keep going. And all the way to the flawless. Vinny Castilla, 91 overall, is the first one of the 2. I like Castilla cards, but, you know, I guess I'd take him if I go flawless. He's got really good stats for early on. And then Mike Mussina. He's a little bit misleading here because his stats look okay, but the velo is not particularly interesting to me. But the breaks are right. You know, I don't know. The clutch being 75 is pretty brutal, bro. That's pretty tough. For a 91, I feel like Castilla kind of fits right into where we're at now a little bit better. But that's pretty much it. On to events, I believe, and then we'll go to collections, and we'll talk about those. Okay, on to the event. You get 85 TJ Anthony, or Anton, I don't know how to say his name. Is it Anton? I don't know how to say this guy's name. Whatever. Pretty good stamina for a reliever. I just noticed that. Control's a little wonky, but crazy pitch breaks and a good pitch mix. They give him his good pitch mix back. So definitely somebody who's not too bad for an 85 for 10 wins in an event. It's pretty light work. And you get this incognito again, man. La Pantera, Luis Robert. And, you know, not crazy good, but I'm not a huge fan of his cards to begin with. So if you like him, go for him, but it's not really for me. One thing I will say that I'm a little disappointed in is that there doesn't seem to be any new card series for this season. It's all things we've seen before, which is other than the ones that were added this year. It's pretty much like stuff we've already seen before, which I was hoping to see something new, man. And it seems that we're not really getting that, which is unfortunate. And I believe I covered all the things that are there. We'll get into collections right now. So we'll go Goater. Well, that caught my eye. 7 for the Goater banner, 8 for Goater icon, and then 9 for 50 show packs and a chase pack. Well, that's something to shoot for when the time comes. Anything in special collections? Season 2. Oh, we already seen that. We'll go over to season collections. I passed it right away. Oops, I passed that as soon as we opened it up. My fault. Let's see what we get. 15 cards get you a headliner, pack 22. 91, Aroldis Chapman at 30, which should be decent, right? 4-seam slider changeup with outlier. No control. That is probably the worst Chapman card I've ever seen. He'll still be used probably because it's going to be a famine early on for relievers, but that's a pretty nerfed Chapman. 10 show packs and 10k XP at 45. 93 Joe Morgan for 60 cards. Pretty balanced for a Joe Morgan. You know, fits Corbin Carroll boost if you want to use that. I'm not going to hit on this card. I mean, it's a 93. This is about as good of a night. We never see good Joe Morgan cards that at least fit around the time. I think he'll be used more than any other one. But again, it's 93. And then season 2 collection choice pack has 99 Hall of Fame Derek Jeter. Contact hitter versus righties, sadly. That defense and speed is hilarious. So a different type of Jeter this year, still solid. 99 Bobby G. Bob gives him a great control and break. And outlier 1. I'm about it, I suppose. Frank Thomas. Yeah, I'm not really surprised by this card. This is a Frank Thomas card. I could have made this card in my sleep, but it's Frank Thomas. If you like him, you like him. You know, these cards are good, but I think here's what we have to say. I think what we could say about everything we've seen so far, they are in the trenches for new cards and new legends. Is there any new legends or new cards that we didn't really see in season 1 that are interesting in this season 2 so far? I'm not going to say any of this is really bad necessarily, but what I will say is that it seems pretty empty. It's missing a little personality, I'll be honest. But yeah, YouTube, guys, I think I covered everything. Let me know if you guys think about the content. I love y'all, man. Enjoy the season if you want to play. I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Tomorrow, you'll see the TA video, full review. Peace.